Okay, so we'll make this a quick one, and just like I was practicing using the EMA's idea, I decided to stick with that this week and henceforth. So we had things, so we changed, right? We changed this because we saw in the other video that that worked. Of course, this works too, but it's about putting a kind of, how do I put it? It's about putting a kind of an idea to the madness. But first, remember this gold trade that we were looking at? This lost because market weaked it, but this for some reasons, because I was thinking, I forgot, not that I forgot, I'm trying to remember. I think maybe Phoebe in this, whatever. This would have lost, but this one and gold just died. Well, not died, but like, you know, this was the high. It just went down. So this week I really implemented this. Like I said, the first thing being the fact that um it allows me to control the chaos. I've seen not used this. I've seen the reasons why it is good to be careful around it, but also, you have things like this, whereby you have this 1 hour W that is from a book trade. Of course, this makes sense. It could have lost. I think it lost too. Yeah, and I would show why. I think I would just show. I think I thought this there was a trade there that I believe this bam lost here, and then I re-entered again, but would go through everything. So like I said, I'm just for now just sticking to it using the 20 moving average. So something like if I'm looking at the last 20 1 hour candles or 1 hour daily candles, so 20 EMA on the daily, it's kind of like that's what this is. And I believe that this EMA is based on how I said the chart. Yeah, because if we use the daily, so let's change it to the daily. That means you are playing above the daily. According to if you are doing like that, prices to bounce on the daily until you close and we start closing seriously below it. It's bearish or then it's very but so I was like, okay, if I'm going to be using this only on the hour, then let's just stick to the hour. But like I said, this in the old video, this EMA is just it has not I have not incorporated it. It's just my way of paying attention to price because I also have strategies of stuff that I trade with the EMAs, like this. I believe my friend Barnabas took this. Maybe not there. I know he was in the gold long. Maybe it was this one, this big one there, or maybe down there. Doesn't matter. But when you see this is an hourly trade, this is glorious. And I believe I have a feeling that this was the one he took. Maybe he just went for a 4 hour close below it, or maybe the stops was there because he likes this principle of two stops behind, or maybe yeah for additional positions. Either which way. Based on this trade, I believe it was this trade indeed. Yeah, and we have, I believe, there. And it was here was the I think monthly high one, so monthly resistance based on pivot points. That's another thing I'm trying to see if I can incorporate, but too many lines one day after the other. And price rejected here from the under W ET here. I don't know if this W based on but that's a nice W if you trade that. And this is not needed actually. Everything I'm saying here is just I'll say nice 1 point something either way trim. So there are 1,000 ways to skin a cat is what I'm trying to say. So that was that. And then from last week, which was the last one. So we had this uh GJ GU. Okay, so let's go to GU Friday last week. And I believe this one. Excuse me. So that was okay this week. Bam bam. Yeah. So turn this off for a minute and this for a minute. And then we'll do this, which is 50%. Our stops will be here naturally. And that is your trade. And that was a 1 hour course. And that one wins. So on Friday, the trade won overnight. So like I said, so 45, 48. That should be 1.17. So last week, like I think I alluded was not the greatest, but also was not bad. But continue from this, so this one, they're happy with that. I'll just do. There's no good there, so I'll just put it somewhere. Okay, so we are now in this week 24, I believe, or 25. 25. So delete this change. And then we'll switch back to our this and then week 25. Mm, so let's start using this. And this is what's Monday. And this is from Monday. Let's see if we can run this on. Okay. We don't really need it, but we can just put it there. So it helps us to remember. Okay, I'll prefer just Tuesday, and let's see in this sentence if it is there. Oh, this is better. Oh, if I'm using this, I'll prefer day, month, day of the week slash. But this is better. If we're using it, then it helps us with the day. I don't know what else. I think I was sharing something to Barnabas. Yeah, how it missed it. No, the need for precision, but sometimes it helps, sometimes it costs me. So on this is Sunday and Monday the 16th. So Monday the 16th. No, I need to correct this. Okay, this is taking too long. Let's move. So did we have any trade? So we switch to this. So typically on Monday, according to the rules, I am not going to be awake before this time. Most times, let's just put it here that 23 o'clock. Well, I would be, but most times, let's just to be safe because 23 o'clock here is, I believe, around 2. This is New York, so 2 a.m. is Asia Open, so that is 9 a.m. my time or 8 o'clock. Let's just say 9 a.m. my time. So 9 a.m., 8, 7, 6 or 6 p.m. I usually wake up around 5 a.m. But let's just say give or take 6 p.m. depending on how tired I am. So chances I will be awake here is low. But let's just say I start here. Makes life easy. Or easy until I do not put the expectation. So if I was here and I was looking, I quickly look, okay, it's 1 hour chart. What am I looking at? The only thing I can look at it. I'm not going to this low, but like I said on the last video that I made for the 1 hour, I'm also extending the stop so that it's not just here alone. I know I'm going to miss some trade. I'm going to be very angry, but targeting this MUL and MEH11. So this was a trade that I got in, but I closed it because of I think for the end of the day, it doesn't matter because these are not confirmed. So technically, if I was trading, we needed a two bar, which happened here. So I'll not trade it before. And then this happened at 3 a.m. And now I want price to go back. I know why I sold this because it was a type 2, according to this, of course, it's a type 2, type 1, that gave this. This, I do this sometimes and it burns me, but it also helps. This, if price had gotten back, these are maybe this level. Yeah, you see. See how price got here and the only part after, so this is where we're targeting, confirmed it, and the only time it came back was back to this 2 bar level. So this is something I still not know how to use. Stops is, yeah, actually stops can be here, actually, enough. If you're being faithful, that stop, place your target business and hold level, it should be there. But if I'm being honest, this should be fair. This isn't Gandalf. I price can do anything, but if you're thinking maybe, then there. But I do not really like how to, or I don't always know when to choose this. So if you're looking, so the rule says, because I have rules that I use to trading checklists that I use. So there's only one that is missing, and that is the fifth one, which is always the, okay, I'll just to be consistent across the board. I'll just quickly copy my rules here. You see, I can be very lazy. But I do not use this that much, to be honest. I do not show it here because I know it. Um, so we just quickly save this again so that, and I think that is, what's the name again? H1 KFC. Is it two? Yes. Just to quickly update it. And then now we can turn this on. I only use this during review. So we have this previous hourly trade. So it's like, do we have a previous trade from this daily? So from yes, last day, do we have anything that we can bring into this new vein? Yes, we had this guy. That's to come back here. I didn't think I could buy or sell this here, but it's okay. I think I almost even bought here before I was like, why you being silly? No bottom week, no bottom week. That you're buying here when you're also below the EMA and just close the trade is not valid. But and also it's a type 2. This got valid there. This is the end of it. You cannot use the type 2 to go there. I like type ones. So this happened. So what is the next trade? According to the rules, this is the first guy. This is it. We should, if we want to, so this was on Tuesday. I knew on Monday rather. So if I was using this expansion, the first expansion into this level, actually would be this guy. So we've gone above it, we've closed below. Actually, I should be selling. I should be looking for sells. Now that I see it, I see my error. And what do I mean? So this is a type 1, type 2, rather, type 2, OB. Once we close above this OB, so I have this continuation that Quant taught us, or taught me, was like, if we are closing to an FEG above into this, then, but for me, I've refined it into my, but it doesn't matter. If you watch the M1, you see it. So we've closed above that, or we've reached above it, and now we're down. So I should be seeking. I've closed through this guy with an FEG. So once this candle closes, once this closes, I should be seeking lowered prices actually. I didn't see anything to sell. And once price hits this level, there's nothing more. So yeah, now I see this on this day. I've spent so much time on that. So this was EU. Same idea. We wake up here. This already confirmed. This was the trade. I was waiting for this. This is silly when I see it now. One, this expansion into this, I should be selling. I should be selling this. Type 2 that is forming inside this. This was my old level, old idea of trading. well, that Kish gave, test it, look for an entry pattern, allow this. Once they say I should sell this here to this target, like it was there. So what I'm trying to say is that even if because I was waiting for price to come back here, but I know why, because we touched this high. So there's this DM. So we touched this high. This price should hit that place. So I was waiting for that. So I had this on, and this was going to be the trade, something like this. So, but didn't happen. This missed and died. Could I have gotten in? No, nothing else. Maybe this, but no, that was it. So that was painful, but the idea works. But I'm seeing reasons why I could have trusted when after this happened and would sell this. I'm seeing every reason to. But I have a feeling I'll be scared of this because I'm not scared, but you get maybe scared. I'll not put my stop here because this can still happen. This is there, so I'll put it here. And this would be the trade. It's good, but if this was old times, I would still have missed it because this was still be, but still I'll be in this one, yeah, because this confirmed, reconfirmed this, or maybe not. So it doesn't matter. Um, then we come here. This was tricky. AU was more tricky for me. So if you were trading this, this is where I would enter. Once this happens, okay, it will happen overnight, so I will not be there. So when I woke up, I'll sit somewhere here. I might quickly be tempted, but I'll be buying this. Once this happens, I'll buy it here, and I'll also be thinking of selling this. So we might cancel each other out. But why do I have this here? So this happened overnight. So number three, we are touching this purple box, extreme end. I will sell the next CST. The CST happened, I can delete this. So this was the first CST, but it was overnight. If I'd seen this, I could sell it. I think I want to believe that was why, just to, I don't know why that was there. So this is the first trade. If you are, if I was trade, because this is a part of a type two, so this is enough, to be honest. If I was trading on Friday or, oh, this is Monday. Oh, my bad. So this is Sunday, this is Monday, yeah, that opened here. Wait a minute. So we started here. So there was nothing actually. I was looking at Tuesday also. So on GEU, this was this. You just waiting, nothing more. We formed this expansion. This is still be once you close below it, okay, we are back in business. But oh, this was pain. This is another place where sometimes I I use a type two. So I always say type one. Let's delete that. So come back. Sorry if I'm not making sense. It's just because this is the first time I'm doing this second time. So on the H1, I'm trying to explain too much instead of just going straight forward. So on Monday, started the price runs, nothing special. We eat this level. This is just the same thing. So on Friday, we eat this. I'll not buy this. Once we eat this, once this closes, best believe I'm buying this. And the target would be, yeah, done. Stop would be there, max, and you're buying it, and that's it done. It gave, and that's all. So Monday, nice W, I think Canada was supposed to NZ. So we had this nothing. We closed this low. If anything, I wanted to sell. I will not be awake, but if I was awake, nothing. I didn't see an entry pattern yet to, and nothing came into no one. If this is a Gandalf, okay, maybe this guy was the only one that tapped into it. CST, yeah, maybe I would sell this down here. So something like this. That. And your stop would be there. Not worth it. Again, because we are not longer using all this insane form of, so price went up. This was the first time it touched this, bounced back, it closed, first entry. So this was the only Monday's trade. This is it. That is a valid trade on Monday. Valid. Stop, sorry, TP, yeah, done. I am asleep. Yeah, so this is a setup on the 1 hour that because it was on the 1 minute, once the next hourly open, most times I want to close here or hold it and see what is happening. But we tap this eye, we didn't. So if on the 1 minute we open like this and we came down at this time and ran here and dumped, let's say because it's 1 minute, this is not going to be as big, then I'm holding here. If I'm so close here and we eat here, I don't like this. I'll close it and accept because essentially it's not like I have a data from year to year. It's just a range of opportunity. So that would be the show. But I would be asleep. I would not see all this. I'd wake up this and I'd be pissed off. Pissed off because I'd be like, oh, I could have even gone for this. I could have gone for that. But nobody knows. But this is a trade. This is the trade. There is nothing about it. And the thing with what I've told myself with what's it called? With the H1 is just you have to let it flow. You just have to allow it. That's how you make it. Of course, I might close point, but part of it is just allowing the flow. I will lose trade, I will run cheap trades, but it's just part of it. My God, this has gone for so long and I've not even done anything. So this was Monday's trade, if I'm being honest. So this is the trade. This is a part of a type 2. So once this happens, you should sell this for um uh, but in this instance, I would add a I would add a I would add a second line, a second. I would need an extra colon that I would yeah. Most times I trade only type 2, so that is not a problem. But what do I need is yeah, need one and I need uh, dp slash ed and this would be purple. Let's just use this. And then this would be um levels. And this would be levels. And then I would add one more, which would just be this, and then we'll name it as previous. That's just, I don't want it to be too long. Now we'll close this and then we'll extend this down until we get to the day when we don't do it. So this is a DP. It's very important. So let's say type 1, and this is AU, and it's a cell. It's very important now because it's good for the data collection. So this is 1.23. I don't think I really care about the stop again as much as I thought I did. The values, because it's not really about the pips, but 25.30. Let's just go with this. Spoken too much doing other things. Okay. And that is that. Um, yes, we need that. And EJ, really stressful pair really for me. So I'm just leaving this here first for this week or this day. I will remove it. Can delete this. So we opened on Sunday, started here Monday. So we are above the M plus this loan. I want to buy and sell around this level. Once we're above this, this was for me, it was confusing because was this an expansion? Because this went down. Was it what kind of candle because of the gap? So, okay, let's ignore it. This is the candle. Of course, I believe this took out I think this took a loss or whatever. Doesn't matter. Was this expansion? So let's say this is expansion OB. We close, of course, this is a signal that we are going down well. Looking at it now because we closed below it here, came back. They will close about okay, maybe not. But at the end of this day, there was nothing here. We had not touched this. We touched it the next day, and I was too afraid. And you see how a range of opportunity. I was asleep. Once I wake up, I'm closing everything here. Nothing. UCAD. We opened here on UCAD. So let's just do this like this. So we do because I don't look beyond each day. So Monday, this was this year. I was really pissed off at this because I was like, please just give me something, or this should have been just a type two because I was like, why? Why did you have to do this here? Like, but then maybe I would not have bought into this, but it doesn't matter. So this is type one. We need an OB. This we ran into another type of, I was just really so mad. We ran into another type one like this. And you have that feeling that price is about to run up, but really this was this, and this next day I was like, please give me a reason. But it's just what it is. I wanted to buy this, but I was kept, I had something else like it's in the middle. Just leave it in. Owed me, of course. Once we closed above here, it was still have one without me, so it was nothing. Gold. So this was Sunday. This was a nice trade. Um, if this maybe if I saw this, okay, this was a Friday trade. If I was in Asia and I saw this, I would sell this because why? Previous day. So this was the day we opened this at this high. This is a valid trade at this time. Once this happened, it's just about time to wake up. But I was asleep. I remember waking up to this. This is not this is a trade that it's okay. It's even okay to sell from here. But I was like, gold. I thought this was what discouraged me, but this is not actually, that's a lie. This is not based off. This should be based off. This is a previous hour trade, so this should be based off of this. So saying this now, it has told me that I don't know where gold got to. I think gold went further down. I think this trade will have won. Yeah, this trade will have won. So let's talk about it, that this trade will have won. Oh, stuff. That's a trade. So this trade will have won, and this gives me joy. No, saying this trade will have won because this is the. It doesn't look like it because it's so small. But this was the MUL and MEU. They are just so small that that's it. So that will have been the trade. So if I was in Asia, once this ends, there's no need because this will have been pissing me off already that we didn't close this quickly. This is a type two. You have to sell this. You're just waiting for that, even if you just know you've missed the opportunity on the center, yeah. But this was it. I think I was sluggish, yeah. I was really, and also we've tapped this high, and I was thinking, okay, maybe the buy will come. I don't want to go this so strong. Let's go down, but no. This, this. So previous hour, but as at 12, did it give you a trade? Yes. So we'll leave this. So we'll accept this to train ourselves to see that we can do better. Close above invalidate shorts, you see. And also this was, so imagine this, you're selling this. This is the OB. We've closed above. Don't close above the with an FEG. It does with an FEG, but it's not an expansion. But this is 1 hour. But it's not an expansion. Close below it with an FEG. Like I've drawn out like what I was expecting. Sell this type 2. You have to sell this type 2. This is a sell. So Monday, I will show you the setup. So let's first do this. This was the first one. Took its all time. This was a 2.77 hour. I think I would change this. I don't like the fact that gold is black. Considering the fact that we've removed some pairs, so gold will be yellow. Done. Apply to all. And this is previous day. Sell. So we would hold this for 2.77, 24.66. So we have this already. So that is that. That is done. All right. So if we have this, then go it again. And then we have, this is not, this is a, okay. We need one more. Actually, it's not just, it's a type. We need a continuation. A continuation can be, okay, I have to add one more item here. The name would be card because I use card, and that would be maybe that done. And then here we would have also continuation. And the continuation would be not purple, would be this. And that would be applied to all. Okay. So we'll delete this. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8. Mhm. Actually, because I'm waking here 5, once you wake up. This is the beginning of the hour for this. Yeah, yeah, that's to be done. Okay, we've removed this. And then what was I looking at on this day? But I believe this day I was more longed bias, even though I also had the reasons why price could go down there, but like, part of me was thinking maybe not, maybe not. But let's move on. So we had this type 1. We drew this out. OB. Close above this, expand through. This is a this is a big candle. This is enough. This is on gold. This from its high to its low. It's a $35. That's if I'm saying I'm waiting for extra. This is 1 hour. I'll have to adjust. I still prefer what like 35, 350 pips candle is an expansion trade level. This, you see, I have this here. Once this is here, it's a sell. There's a sell here until we reach there or here. And I had this sell on it. It's not like I set the limit. Stops is here. I didn't believe it was a one-to-one. Yeah, there you go. It was a one-to-one. I must have moved it here then, 25, I remember, or something. But this is it. That's it. That's the end. That's the trade idea. It's a continuation trade. It's a continuation trade. Additionally, see what happened when you, okay, maybe you are awake here. What is happening here? We are coming back into this. So there's only this type 2, but we do only type 1s on H1 for now. I'll just use type 2 for extra conference or for continuation. So this is a valid trade. This is it. I saw this. I drew it out in time. So that's a 210, 240, 1.14. This card is a type 2. Um, Another reason why I like draw this, of course, it's a perfect environment. Is to trust it, record everything, let your mind see that what is possible. Close above invite because we have to close. That was why. Now I remembered why it was a one-to-one, why it was here. Because I was thinking if we are going to invalidate, we can weak this because we need a close above, and since this level was there, and I just knew that it was a one-to-one. It was a one-to-one. Of course, can still expand it down here. Why? But I didn't want to because we didn't touch this here. So this was the target. So well, let's just leave that. Doesn't matter. And then in this part of the things, I don't know how I find this old levels again when we come back here. My God, I've spent so much time on this trade. So this is Tuesday coming back to Monday. We start from this Monday, Tuesday morning. Do we have anything? Yes. Price hasn't come back here. Very painful. Confirms this, confirms the old setup. So on Tuesday, nothing. This was gone. No need to waste time. Okay. Once this happened, I was thinking, I saw this and I bought this first. And then I was like, wait a minute, this is 1 hour. Yes, it's nice, it's a type 1, but it's a type 2, but all of these are below me. I have reasons why price could go down. What am I trying to accomplish by doing this? Because I'm itching, it's itchy fingers. It's a type 2, but if I was trading this, I'll not be targeting this end or this end on the 1 hour. I'll be targeting this. And this is less than 0. So if I was on the 1 minute, this would be my trade. That's the trade. Because, okay, Andrew will be here. And this is less than 0.5. It's not sexy enough. So initially this was there and I was like, well, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? This is a trade. The trade is done. If this was a type 2, okay, the only place, next logical place is here, but because it's a type 2, yeah. But it's not confirmed yet. And buying to sell is like, I was like, okay, close there. I think I'm B. And I just leave it alone. And that was the right call. Type 2 OB until we close above this and then skip selling. And yes, you will come back here. Nothing happened with book below. Tuesday down on this trade. Tuesday, similar thing. This was the trade that I ran into this. Nothing happened. Okay, this will be until if you had gone above this here and then I'll sell. But nothing. We've reached this D level. So on Tuesday, if I see an opportunity, I will target this price. Why? We closed below this D level. So number one says if we close minus D, expect the next M level in the same direction. So if you close the D level here, minus D, which is, you can see it better here, minus D, then expect plus D on the next day. So we've closed here. So if I was coming to, I would write, if that's I should be, once we close this, I should write, I just extend it as in there, it says D slash minus M or something. So that is the game plan for the next day. Don't stress. So Tuesday, no trade. AUD. AUD was on Tuesday. This was an AUD. We had a previous something that is running. So we traded this, nothing. We came back very close. That's what I was telling Barnabas. We came so close to this previous hem level. It was so painful. So painful. So I've taken a shot here, but it didn't. What happened there? Instead, we had this sell. Perfect. Stops above here. Why? Stop should be here defaultly. I know we've already tapped this. We should be going down, but this, I was like, Gandalf stuff. This should be where it is. If I'm being safe for here, actually, yeah. That was like we could weak. I was it to be with. I was like, okay, there maybe. Okay, let's just put it safely. This M level. So if we break, this is the level we've tapped it in case, then this is the next logical place. Put my mind at rest. This is not my target, even though I didn't like this. I didn't like the fact that we are starting this expansion here. But I was like, all right, if you're taking it, then the trade has to be there. And that is a trade. It's a 2-hour trade. And it's so beautiful. Points out 1836. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah. So it was very interesting. But like I said, I've not trusted. After this week, this is it. I'm going full blown on it. It's just better. So I was like, okay, on the previous hour, so we have this previous hour, I wanted this to touch this. Y, D, M. Okay, so and within, I think within this, so my ideas are we on either on Thursday, so this we didn't touch this. By Thursday, we should be touching this. That Thursday or end of Friday. I usually say the 1 minute within 3 hours, we touch it most times. If not, so on the one day I'll be like, okay, this is still there, but it's good to write it like so. I should save this. So possible. That's nothing is guaranteed, so possible. Okay, so with this, I think on this I wanted this. I woke up, I seen that this had happened and that sold down because I was thinking, and I was like, wait a minute, this is the range of opportunity. This level's here, this level's here, but I was like, we need to tap this. So I saw this and I was thinking, all right, this came up and then I sold somewhere here. It's like, okay, this is worth the risk. And let's take this back. And I was like, why was I selling? Okay, I was like, okay, we closed below this. Forgotten what I think I was selling the type 2 here the next day, or I woke up in the middle of the night and I was selling the type 2 here. Like, okay, the, my stop will be here. This is a type 2 because I want to sell towards, say, okay, if I didn't enter here, now we are below this level. Let's go down. But I think the reason why I was also concerned, I didn't like the fact that we had not touched here. But even if I didn't sell down, now that I was thinking about it, because I was thinking a lot, I like the fact that we tapped this, and now that we're back here, we're allowed to sell the CST here. But this is just something I'm still working on. But let's just keep it simple. Let's not try to win every trade. So we woke up here. We are tapping this old D, so number 3, D level. So this taps it here. It's a type 2. It confirms here. If I was awake here when it didn't happen, I'll be selling here. I will be. So my trade will look like this. And my stop will be there. And I'll say this is the range of opportunity. So we've already opened. So we've tapped this range of opportunity. Um, and I would not close it here. When I woke up on Wednesday morning, because we've been ranging there in drawdown, I will change it here. So range of opportunity, if I want the one is once this hour starts, range of opportunity sell. If it didn't get here, and it's still moving down, once this happens, it shows nothing. I'll be moving my target is now here. It can still be there, but I like the fact that this is close. 1, 2, 3. So my target is now here on this new hour. We'll close it here. So this is a D level, a DP level. So 57.73. But I would didn't open here because this had not happened. This happened into this. I definitely took it up here if I took it at all. But I would let's just go with the fact that I woke up and it was a type 2. It was a D level. So I should add a CST there too because CST could work. A CST is enough. In this instance, we're just lucky to have a type 2. Um, 57.73. So this doesn't get removed. And I'm sure if we play it, you would see that it got there. Mm, so this was Tuesday. There was nothing. Nothing. It was a type 2. Mm. Okay. Nothing happened, just played on. We had this DD. We woke up the next morning. Um, I think I just moved this year. I woke up if you woke up the next morning, this is Wednesday, so we'll come back on Wednesday. Let's just make it faster. On Tuesday, I remember this that I wanted an OB CSD buy up. So this happened, this was a type 1, nothing was happening on Tuesday. So we woke up here, nothing, very boring, only this type 2. If this, so if this guy had touched us, I might sell towards here. So if it had, I could have considered, okay, but we already had this, so maybe not. Maybe I could have, and then that would be something like this, and this would be, well, yeah, that would have been, but it would have taken me out, I believe. Yeah, yeah, it would have taken me out. Fear might have allowed me to put it up because I know that this thing is a type 2, but I would not. I really prefer type 1s unless we are at this kind of levels. Okay, then we start using type 2s and things like that. If not, no, I just want to use type 1s on H1. So we were back to Wednesday or Wednesday. Wednesday, it doesn't matter. So when I woke up, I saw this, but I was like, this guy is expanding through here. Additionally, I believe me, I was desperately to buy this. Really. And you see that you even think I took a sell, but I would explain why I took the sell, and why. So this was in play until we close above this on this day. It doesn't matter. On the next hour, CST this on this old play, I don't really if it's on the same day, I like it. If it's the next hour, I think I told myself to stop. Don't just leave it alone, but it doesn't matter. I wanted this to have touched this. I didn't see this until this. But it was going up. I was like, okay. It's like we had a type 2 here that ran into this. It was a type 2. This is its OB. Of course, I would not have traded it because I think this was FOMC. So I'm not inside here to trade this. So this will have been where am I going to? So let's show this will be a type 2. This would be its OB. So we didn't have a type 1, we only had a type 2 at the M level, OB, CST. So if I wasn't selling here, which I would have, and that is why this was there, I returned back here, right? And in this instance, the target was here, also because of this. But actually, according to the M, we are targeting this. You can target halfway. So in this instance, maybe because it's type 2, I'll target this. Let's just change it. Okay. OB, this is a trade idea. I would be in this. My stop would not be here to be on top of this since we are there. I would hate it. And I think that's why I didn't take it because it's not an FEG. But we've gotten here. I'll put it here gladly. I do not know how we got here. So spread might have taken me now or not. OB, this would be the trade. I'll have been in drawdown. Once this happens, OB. So just to write it down. T2 OB. Once that happens, there is a sell here. And this will not be this. This is not this is it. So it came so close. Again, this will not be that. It cannot be because this level is there already. And this is an FEG. If anything, I wouldn't be scared. If I was holding this all the way here, I would definitely maybe put it there. I know myself. But let's just put it there. And then this would be the trade. And we can delete this because whatever is there, I would see it later. Once this is the trade, we're not taking this. We are going with this because that's what was on the charts. So as at the time, what I saw, and I didn't remember coming to FOMC to trade this. So this is valid, but this is it. So 1.39. If that was in the this is a better trade because I would not want to extend this, just like I said the other time, I didn't take this. I would not want to extend this down, but I would extend this down because it's a type 2 with an whole B. So actually, this is the trade, but I would not be adding it. And this is a type 2 M level cell. Um, that's okay. Additionally, why is this on the cards? DMM. So this remains on the card. This, so those are extra confluence. So DM in play, right? So this OB, wow, you see me, and I said that the other one is maybe that's why I played this instead. So OB, sorry, 2 bar happened here. This was already here. I must have seen this late. That's why it is there. But maybe even here. All right. Why is my stop not here? It's inside an FUG. That's why I said the other one is just unlike me and I'm not adding it. It's inside an FUG. We are here. It's plain. I'm seeing that it's tapping here and it's this CST is an opportunity to a BIS card here. I am not, you see where I put my stop. I'm more fearful to protect my stuff. This is nice. But then I would have thought, okay, so we are above this. This is here. This is the next logical level price can tap away from there. Well, I'm not going to put it here. There. Why? It's close to this already. So if I'm putting it here, I might as well put it there. And that is where that comes from. Let's look at this. Did we get invalidated? Because it's not going to. So close below this and close above this is an FEG. No, it doesn't. So this is in play. This in play. Okay, let's save this. And it doesn't matter. So we have that target. Now I'm targeting this or even this, but I put it here. I don't know. I don't know if it tapped there. I don't know. Okay, it stopped there. That's what I'm saying. I do not know where. But this, this. I do not know why I put it there. I do not know, but I saw it there. I do not know because most times I like this. But if I came here and I saw it tap this and I woke up and let's say I woke up here and it's done this already, I am not, and I'm seeing all this drama, especially after this. I'm not holding for this because price is holding here and it's not breaking through this. But I could here, but this almost lost. Chances that I'm holding past this is just low. Also consider the fact that maybe on this, I might even be thinking, okay, I might be thinking here because it might go there. But once I see it didn't go down and this is no longer in play, this is enough. Maybe that's why I put it there because I was thinking. I do not know. Don't forget, normal target, next target, target, target. So thank God previously I showed this could be here, middle, here. It doesn't matter. Once it taps this trade is, in my opinion, is one. Just close it. And also this was wild already. So um 1.25, 40, 50. Mm, amazing that we just caught the trend. It's not always true. Just so you know, this loses a lot. And I'll be surprised even if, you know, I've already, maybe this last week was too weak for me to have used it, or this last 2 weeks. It loses well, very well. There's nothing. But the thing, the reason why I started jumping into this is showing. Look how many trades. Last week was one of the lowest trading days, I would say. And yet, compared to other weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we didn't take 6 trades so far. Um, once this hit, this trade is done. Another reason why, maybe this is why I felt like, okay, at 2 o'clock when this hit, I say because of the news, I didn't think, and I said, okay, let me move it overnight, which I would not because of the swap. Actually, to be honest, this is the trade. Mm, this is the trade. This is the trade. This is the best. This is the worst case. Maybe I might put it here so as to make it 1-to-1. This is the best. So I can make it 1-to-1. That's it. 1 hour. But it's there. That's where I put my stop. Let's put it in. 0.87 actually. So why? This is in play. This is target, not here. I'm happy I saw that. 35. This is more realistic. And this is going to be the lowest. I at least see 1 hour. Less than 1 hour. So, okay, hey, let's move faster. This was painful. So, same idea. You see, it was a type on this feed, he said it was not, but like I said, I wanted to trade. This was it. This was the first expansion. We expanded into this. We closed that, but we closed into it here. We went there as at this, maybe you wanted to sell. So it was a loss, pure loss, and then dies. And this I targeted, but DM not there. And I'm seeing that this is the trade in the EM levels possible. So this is not here. Yeah. So it was a loss. Not been glorious. Oh, didn't have. So we had a loss. AU. It's a type 2. That's what this is always saying. That's why it's not there. I have -1. -1. 18. So we have this. We can delete that. Can delete that. Then we come to EJ on the Wednesday. So we had type 1, type 2. This was it. So this I accept because it's a type 2 that touched here. So the OB touched this. Nice. It's also a node level, but normal me would be Well, I would have bought this if I was awake, to be honest, because of this level and to have one. It's okay. I don't mind that. But what happens also, this was not the type 2 we got here. Price did not reverse. So this will have been the trade idea. This is here. Max will be here, but this is it. This is below. Please rework it. And I'll have targeted here or there. Let's just do that. And that didn't work out. So this also just expanded beam. Or if we close below this and then we'll start buying, but we did not get it. So to the end of the day, nothing more. So actually we don't need this. I don't include things that do not work. Because that just means there was no trade. So this was the Wednesday. Sorry, this was Wednesday and Tuesday. I was looking at Tuesday. So this previous hour, is there anything? No, type 2 touch this. This was what I was saying. If this had touched this, I'll have solved this. And these are the instances where I'll target maybe this or even just close it here. So if this had touched, yeah. But sometimes I've seen that once this happens, price wants to go over, but I could be wrong, but that will happen. So waking up, there's a touched, will have sold somewhere here. Stops cannot be there. Too far there. I could now say, fuck it, let me put it here, but this is it. This is enough. Gandalf, effigy. This, this, this. So it's more than enough. But I did not, this didn't touch it. I remembered watching that this didn't touch and we deleted some things and I was like, EJ is also very wild, so I left it alone. And I did not like, I would not like the fact that this is still above me. You see, I said within 3 days or 3 hours, it happened there. 1, 2, 3, didn't get there on the fourth one, give or take. It got there. It got to this side. So if I had this level on, I'll be very wary. I'll have wanted this to touch this, so I'll be very certain. When this was happening, I'll be very pissed off because I'll have been saying that, okay, my objective might be here. But this is mechanical. This is where discretionary stuff enters and you just, but it's life. Win some, lose some. Just show up. So this is UCAD on Wednesday. And we had this price came up here. We had the CST. Bam, 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 bam. Why didn't I take this trade? I didn't take this trade. I'm very sure of it. Or maybe I did, I don't know. I remember not taking it. I remember not, or maybe I took it because I have this. So this was the CST. I think it was maybe because I touched this. I was thinking I didn't like the fact that I touched this before giving it back, but it came here. This is still valid, it's just previous. So actually, this trade is still valid, but this is not where the stop is. This is not where the stop is. Maybe something like that. That would be the trade. So let's just take this. I know I don't know why they didn't take this UCAT trade, but it's valid. It's previous level. The tap. This is a CST. Returns to it. I missed it. I wasn't awake. It still has not won because the range of opportunity is here. Maybe because I already touched this and I was thinking, I don't know. But that's the trade is valid. This was an M1 and it came back without an M1. I would have closed it maybe. New card. Yeah, that one. CSD. Just the pure CSD. Pure bond CSD. Nothing. And then we have CSD TD. Minus one. So you see, are they good Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday? You're losing a lot. 22. Oh my God. At least I know I'm up almost 1 hour now. This recording. Okay, so then we're here. This was just stocked until last minute when we had this, but it's just from previous day and Please tell me I would not have seen this because I was asleep, so it didn't matter. But it's not valid. Also, so nothing on Wednesday, which was just wow, I know if this another one, but like I said, this also wasn't play already. So, but if this had touched this, I might have been interested in like it was the last expansion in this day that was closed here. So if this was touched this, but I'll be in this cell already, and you'll have gotten out here. This is not a cell that goes here, maybe there. Once you're eating the other one, we're rejecting, just close it and walk away. Thursday, which would not be my 19th. Just leave it on us. So what happened? So we had this. So previous, according to us, we said we're allowed to trade the previous hour. This was the trade. It already confirmed here. When I woke up, I was like, all right, this CSD is needed. This is needed. That's too. Why I cannot remember this trade? Because it's a valid trade. This is the previous one. Gives us this trade. Stop is there. This is fair. This is just fair, but let's leave it there. Actually, no, this is the trade. I just extended it a little bit. We cannot let that happen. So that's the trade. Was that it? Okay, yeah, that was it. So that's that was if that is where the level is, that's where it is. And this is a trade expansion, but this is a type 2. I was really weird. Why didn't I? I think I targeted this in real life. Why? I think so was because, or maybe I expanded it. Expansion, this I was thinking, okay, I didn't like the fact that they started here because they sent it down here. So maybe it might not get it, might reject at this level. Also, it is overnight, so I think I closed it there. I believe I closed it there. I don't like stop here. According to this trade, this is a TP. According to real life, if I saw price here and it's 1 hour before the end of market close, 0.4, an extra 0.2%, then let's just put it. Let's put it there. I do not know. So in that case, then we'll move this. This is it. 1.59. Price could have gone down. So, but this is it. This is the OB to this guy. This is perfect. This is a trade you take 8,000 times. But let's put this here. Let's put this here because this could have happened there and this trade will have entered in and I will tell myself where I'll put my stop here. Let's build good habits. This is here. This is good. This is good. I'll close this if I was there overnight and I saw this trade here. I'll put a stop there. So that's the trade. This is what I would take. Let me be honest myself. Of course, I put my stop there, but let's just build good habits. This was a type 1. It was a previous day and it was a long. And this is 1.3653, 40, 53, 39. 1.36 is good. Um, I know how to put stop on everything, or that this is better. Actually, in this instance, even maybe yeah, it's even good, but yeah, things like that. But first we trade there consistently to give us, you win when your stops. I'm still using the same risk. So on this happened on this was a type 2. We had not confirmed the CSD. So I remember this, I just left it because I was like, oh, let's leave it alone. Also didn't confirm until yeah, but there was if this had come low, then actually. It's more that. No trade on AU. I think AU also had similar, but okay, AU was different. So it started there. Expansion, OB. Close above this for us to go down. Keeps going down. I don't want to engage. So this is it says that it's supposed to be a type 1, but it's a type 2 according to the stuff. But it doesn't matter. Tap the D. What do we have? Once that is, just put it up. So it's below. They eat it first. Done. And this was a type 1. Done. So we are done with this price. Wants to expand up. But on Thursday, I'm not going to buy these type 2s. And even if I did, it didn't come down. So let's let it go. EJ on the Thursday, we started here. This was a trade we missed. We got here. Expansion. This, I wanted this. So I would buy things like, but this didn't show up. Or if this, so what do I mean? But if I'd seen this, which I did not see, I'd buy this. Why? Expand. This is the time I would trust because we're on the hour that I would trust that we're coming here. And I would trust it. So my trade will look like this. It will be a beast card. So I'm saying this level still at play 1, 2, 3. So I'll be like today or tomorrow price should get there. Or could get there if I'm right. This is nice. This comes into the Gandalf. This is my stop. We've closed above. Well, if we close below this again, I might close my trade. I'll be very aware. I'll be tracking it crazily. But actually, you should close below here before I should start getting worried. This is allowed. You close above it. This and my target would be here. So that would be the trade. This is massive fair, but of course close is good. But I'll be looking at the expansion that started from here. I don't like it. But this expansion also it means but I'll be thinking, but no. It's okay that this trade did not boom. So on Thursday, we had this is U card. Oh, we had this. I'm also wondering why in this U card I missed this. Because yes, this bam, 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 bam. This is valid. So this is a type 2, right? That came to the expansion. So while we are doing this, is a trade is on setup. This is a type 2 that came to the expansion. This is a valid trade. Absolutely valid trade. Type 2 into this expansion. So is it type 1 or type 2? Type 2 into this expansion. We confirmed so if I turn this on, you would see it. I like this. I like when I still see things. So you see type 2, OB. CST of this comes up. I still have to find a way. I'll have to turn that on type 2 because sometimes you have type 2 that are valid. And this is it. So you CST this maybe. No, because it's a DP, I would want I want it to be low. Maybe. Yeah. That's too then I'll target this because I have just used to cover my previous loss. At least I know myself. No, I know I would trade. This is how I would trade. Type 2. This is how I would trade. 1.6, 726, 42. That's a perfect trade. That's a good trade, rather. Perfect. That's a valid trade. I was just wondering, how did I miss it? 43. That's a good trade. Good trade. Good trade. Each setup is its own. Each setup is its own setup. So this happened previous day. No, nothing. You're asleep. Woke up here. So this entered. I'm not going to. I can't put my stop here. It's part of the things I tell myself. Is this the next invalidation? Aside from this, if I'm using these levels, yes. But let's see. Will it have won? I doubt it. To still have lost or not. Ah, I'll have, yeah, I'll have been weary that I didn't close this trade here. Because technically, this has won in terms of expansions. But this is there, that is there, that failed. Oh my God. I had moved it too much. I think it was somewhere there. I took this loss real, so I think I must have looked back down there. I'm not, and that's what I did. I'm not going to put my stop here. Yes, because we've been rejecting this. We've not closed. If we had closed, let's say we had something like this. So let's say we closed somewhere like this, somewhere there before coming to confirm. All right, fair enough. Maybe something like this halfway. I'll be like, either, all right, let's put it there. Well, in this instance, no, not, I don't know what it was. Let's just say 20 pips. That'll be the best. That'll be the best. No. Of course, it's still good. Like, it's almost 2 hours, right? Yes, almost 2 hours. Just, and that will be the almost 2 hours, but I would not. And this would have given almost 1 hour. Yep. It will be interesting. Copy this side and paste it here. And then come back and just use our 20 and copy. You see, on Thursdays, it was just one trade. Pipe one, M level, sell, which makes sense. Should be this one. I'll put this here so as to remind me to check it out. And we are saying there isn't 20 points. Yeah, Thursday, EJ and Thursday. No, no. Just to confirm I didn't miss anything. Thursday, and then gold. And I think, so gold, Thursday. Is there anything? No. Was there a previous setup? Yes. This was a valid trade. So I was targeting this high, but actually this is the trade. Of 1.8 got to 1.85 of 1.8. I said I didn't put it here. I didn't hide it here or something. I think I did because I know this trade didn't take me out instantly. So there was a loss. There's no. If you're still long, those. So like I said, losses still exist. Nobody's saying that, but that's nice. It's not good. Good. Usually. So, all right. So that was a loss, pure loss. Type one, and this is still playing out, even though everything was closed on this. Actually, no, this is still not valid. It was just the previous day setup with its own. So if price comes back here, I'm also was looking at this. So I didn't leave this because this is the weekend. Lots of things are happening. Lots of things are happening. So believe me, you cannot leave your trade overnight. Now, So this trade is still valid. Maybe here would be just to be safe. So if I wake up and market before market opens is a trade and we don't gap down or something, but you cannot leave your trade gapping up. But I took this and I closed somewhere because it was this old trade. And actually for old trades, you're not targeting here. I closed somewhere here because you cannot allow war is ongoing or no war. So you cannot really, you shouldn't leave your trade overnight. I closed. Even this almost lost, came back, closed it when it reached, I think I said an alert here. It didn't reach here and I just closed it. I was like, no, I'm not. And closed it, rejected. This candle was high up at the time before it died. And I will show you why. Also, I shouldn't have those on. So this is Thursday, 20th of Friday. We started from this. You look at previous day, nothing. This already won overnight. So this was the first trade. This confirmed this was a sell. And really, this was how close it came to eating in real life. And why? Because I didn't want this. I don't know why. I don't know why. For some reasons, I selected, I don't know. I just felt like, you know what? I'm not going to put it here. Not that the RR is not nice. I just felt like type this Gandalf. Actually, there's a Gandalf here. So there's an expansion. There's an effigy there. This is madness that I put it here. Because if this is an OB of some sort, price can come to this, up to this, and now seeing it. You see? So maybe I should be using the next level because I thought maybe a part of me was thinking it's too big. And I was like, oh, let me put it here. This should be the next level. Or maybe the price has changed because that is a trade actually. If I'm saying this because of this Gandalf, then I should either put it there or yeah, if I'm being nice. But I know that it almost hits here. So you also have to train the mind. That is good. Well, if that is then the case, this is a valid trade. It's close to a Gandalf. Then this is on the cards. Minimum. I don't want the alert to ring and then make me to think that I've missed something. So this is here, and this is Friday. This is H1. So, and this is still ongoing. I've closed it, but this is still ongoing. Do we have anything else? We should do it. Yes. For EU, same idea. Type 1. We confirmed. No, we did not. I think I was using the type 2 to sell it because we've not closed below this. So this trade is not valid yet. And this is part of when I say that. And also, if you're using a type 2, let's just say we're using a type 2. That's why not. I didn't put this here, really, because I didn't know why I drew it this way. I was in this trade and I closed it somewhere here. Part of me just felt, you know what, I'm not doing that. I closed it while this guy was down here. I was just like, I just closed everything. I wasn't just feeling it. I wasn't just feeling, I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted to close all trade. I didn't want to. I wanted to do an early weekend protocol online. And this was what I was saying the other time. I was about, okay, maybe because prices are above this M level well with bodies. All right, expand it up here. So we were talking about this loss on the U card earlier about the fact that, okay, maybe I might have put it, maybe not U card. There was a loss. Oh yeah, U card. I was like, this would not have lost. Like, okay, maybe put it up here because and I was trying to pray that if this had closed above this level, so we had failed to close above here, so my stop would be yeah. It's not be there because if we had closed above it, if I had even seen this a little bit, then I would have put it there. That's a good lesson. Hopefully, I remember it also. So this is a trade that um to three. This is wild in this instance. Really, TP should be here. TP here is very good. I'll copy link. We'll put this here as EU. This is type 2. M levels. This is cell. Put this here. And I will delete everything. I don't like putting traders, so considering the fact that this is not actually ongoing. All right. And AU was messy on Friday. I remember that I was like, I'll just give me back. We were in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't buy, couldn't sell. So this first sell, this. If we open somewhere here, then you're allowed to use it, but depends. But at this point, nothing. EJ, we got here to this T level. We closed. We were going up. We didn't see us until this is not valid again. So we're above. Additionally, so first candle runs into it. OB, according to Quant, they will have been buying. I don't from here, they'll have been second buys here, maybe even be here. Maybe when Quant makes his new video, we'll see. But this was a trade. If this had wick below, and then I'll be seeking buys, but there was no buy, so nothing. You card, we'll delete all this on Friday. This is painful because you wanted this to drop. You wanted this to touch this, did not. And I wanted to buy. I was like, wait a minute. This expansion happened up here. Do nothing. Do nothing. So this already failed. Expansion, nothing. That's beautiful. And it's not even somewhere here when this type 2 is playing. But I wasn't bear bullish. I wasn't also in the zone. And we're in between. So price could move. When price got here, right, I was like, okay, this didn't, this is also a buy. I sell nice and play, but close below this. So next week, depending on where we open, might be something to consider. But I will just, and this is why it's always good to do analysis on a bigger computer. It makes on the computer, not on the phone. And then gold on Friday was okay. Previous hour, we had this OB for both of them. So I saw this and bought. When this type 2 entered, I bought again, saying that we'll go up. But then it was also part of it when we had this, because I was so close to losing when we had, I almost closed it and lost. I was like, let it play, who cares? And then it got, I was so excited. I was like, okay. It got above. I was like, wait a minute, it got so close. I was like, I'm all leaving gold of our peers overnight. So previous hour was this trade, and this was it. Like I said, I cannot put this here. This is just fair, and that's nonsense to discourage me. I think, well, that's to make sense. So because this would be, and you see, if this was a biz card, it came into, but this wasn't an FEG, and I think maybe that's why I put it here because I was like, this is the week into this Gandalf, just a normal FEG. I can put my stop there, it's too big. Not that it's maddening, but you see how I controlled it. By not closing below this, I wasn't seeking bigger stop. And I believe I might have put this here just because I was like, okay, this is the week that came into this Gandalf. That's more than enough. And also after this low, one, two, this is the second low below. This had not formed, so it formed there. Maybe there was good, but I didn't use it, so I'm not going to just far away. Just put this, yeah, just to show. But of course, I think I had also taken a loss the previous day on this setup. So I don't know, for some reason, I didn't enter here. I think I entered somewhere there because I didn't see this in time. I saw this playing out. Okay, previous one. So that was the trade. This is a 2 hour, but at the end of the day, I closed somewhere here. So we'll just say 2 hour. Let's just say maybe after this rejection, close after here. So let's say 1.8. But this is still the trade. I would still like to see where it got to. But like I said, I am not closing. I'm not holding this kind of trade that got so close to my TP overnight when there was war issues going. So I remember I closed after this. So let's just say 1.8. Mm, so we know what we are dealing with. This is mm, mm, this it's mm, just too risky when it reached 2.33 of 2.41. Just madness. But still, we want to see how it goes. So do this, um, this, and then this last one because it's gold. Just delete this. This is a valid trade. It got confirmed there. If this has not lost when I wake up, this is a valid trade. Because I would not, if I was M1, a limit would be here. W limit, we didn't close below this. Now this is now that I have more info. Now I'm thinking, this is fair. This is huge fair. This will be the trade, really. But all right, for a minute. Depending on what I do on Monday, I don't know. This should be the next best thing. But I don't like the fact that this, of course, this is the best. One is the low of this type 2 that does not add, then 2 is closer to this, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Let me just tell myself to choose. You see, that's why I go with those who say that, our test is always good. So it's just to remind myself that I can do anything I want depending on what I want to do. And in this instance, my target is here. So you can go from a 3R to 1.5 and 1.3. Massive, just by, yeah, actually this is already fair enough because it should be maybe there. Maybe, but I might still select this to be honest. Alright. That's all. Now let's put this here because we are sure. Let's just show that out. I really like this because I've come and I've seen that if I just follow the rules without, because I got caught up also on things that I was missing, little things and little details, but I like the fact that there was what? How many was this? The 17 trades. And we do not know, and let's look at previous week. Maybe similar, 24. That's 7 trade, 23. 6 trades. Actually, that's less. 7 plus 3. It's 8 trades. 26. Is it 22? 22, okay. 24. Even though we have 5 ways of entering, 22. This is still officially the least amount of, and we don't forget, this trade we've not entered. This we've already closed. So this type 2, and sorry. So this is 17. This we didn't had. We didn't have this, so we didn't have that. So 17 has become 16. This has not been taken yet. So that's 15 trades. 15 trades. 5 trading days, an average of 3 trades per day. 15 trades, an average of 15 trades per day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 pairs. 15. That's just saying. That's not bad. In each day, if you could take 6 pairs a day, we could take a setup of 30 trades. Now you drop from the highest, which was 22. So from the previous weekend, you had 24, drop to 16 trades. That's just the 15 trades. That's just massive. That was 9 trades less. And that's massive. And this is rules based, nothing. And so if I even remove the continuation and previous day, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the number 1 trades I want to take. 8 trades. 2 of them are still running. This is almost winning if I didn't close it already. And after that, so out of the remaining, this is not there because this would be all these ones I will want typed 1. So I'll filter this will not be there. 1 loss, made back, another loss, made back now. Let's say a B. We didn't add this. Be up by this for the week, so not bad. That would have been 8 trades. And maybe up 2 or 3% in a week. I'll take it. In 1 week. Trading every day, but we take everything. We take D and DP. We have to, and you see this without including this. We're taking some losses, and this has 1. This is GU. Already closed it and already got here. There, maybe I might extend down. Weekend, lot of volatility. I've closed this trade here. Closed it. Absolutely closed this trade. This trade is done. But and plus, I believe, you know. Well, we'll see. That if I'm losing it, take river, then it has to be at B. And then we have this. So 4 losses out of everything. That is nice. It's nice. And this we even adjusted it. I remember also adjusting the SL because of this slapping there, but nah, who cares? Saying telling ourselves, okay, D M level. And that's it. So thank you. And yeah, wow, that took a lot of time than I expected.